the Group Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh of Amity Education Group, to please come and present about Amity Universe.
Very warm welcome to our very distinguished guest on behalf of our founder, Dr. Chauhan, who's watching you live, and on behalf of our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan. We have got 13 Vice Chancellors, we've got 13 universities, so all 13 Vice Chancellors on my own behalf as a Group Vice Chancellor. Very senior colleagues, we have got some deans sitting here, directors, and many of them who are not here, they're watching you live from the respective campuses. Very warm welcome to Professor Jonathan Wessling, who's the Deputy Vice Chancellor, and Ms. Shivani Bhalla. We have got very close relationship with your university. And I'll give you a brief of, first of all, about Amity University, and then new education policy and what we can do together. And we'll also talk about then what we have done in the past and what kind of arrangements we already have with Brunel and from where we need to strengthen. Amity is a dream child of Dr. Chauhan, who's our founder, who, after spending many decades in Europe, came back to India with one aim, with one mission, that we need to create universities worldwide which can make a difference into the life of the students. Our concentration was on research, our concentration was on innovation, and our concentration was to bring meaningful employment and give meaningful employment to the students. Today, the university where you are sitting has 40,000 students. Overall, we are the largest education group of India. 250,000 brilliant students we have got. I was sharing with you that the ranking which has come, QS ranking, Asian ranking, which have come only yesterday, we have got the distinction of being the best in the area of internationalization. Similar ranking was there 2 weeks back by Picky, where again we got the distinction fourth time in a row. From the last 4 years, we are getting the distinction of being the best in the area of internationalization. 6,000 full-time faculty and scientists, they work with us. We have got 12 universities in Noida, Gurugram, Greater Noida, Lucknow, Jaipur, Mumbai, Gwalior, Kolkata, Raipur, Ranchi, Patna, Mohali, Bengaluru, and the new one is coming in Hyderabad. Again, this is something which no education group in India has been able to achieve, and we're so proud that we have got 12 universities here in the country. But at the same time, we have got 16 foreign campuses, 150 institutions. We have got some presence in London, where we have got a university status, which we are using as research center and also sending students on study abroad. We have got 2 campuses in Singapore, one at the Orchard Road. So if you go to Singapore and you come out of the MRT, you will find one of the biggest and the largest sign, which is MIT Global Institute. It has got somewhere about 7,000 students today. We are again the only institution from Asia which has got 175 acres campus in New York. We acquired St. John's University. Similarly, a university status in Dubai, where we have got about 10,000 students. By the way, yesterday was their convocation. We have got a very strong presence in Abu Dhabi, in Sharjah, Mauritius, South Africa, Kenya, China, Amsterdam, San Francisco, and a university, first ICT University of Uzbekistan in Tashkent. 28 school and preschools, 2,000 acres of campuses, 20 million square feet of buildings, and these are all greenfield projects. We acquired land and then we built them up. Largest number of programs, we have been able to offer 400 programs covering 60 disciplines. More than 2,200 patents have been filed by our faculty members. The business school, very strong business school which has been able to create more than 5,000 case studies, about 180 virtual case studies, video case studies, 400 research projects, alumni across the world, and has been ranked as #1 private non-for-profit university. If you look at the product metrics, right from the pre-nursery school to K-12 schools, undergrad programs, postgraduate programs, PhD programs, postdoctoral programs, distance and online education, where we are the best in the country, corporate training programs and continuing education, you name the product and we offer that. These are some of the premium accreditations which we have got. Accreditation from UGC, from NAC, the highest possible grade. And also what makes us proud is that we are the only India's universities which has got the accreditation from US and UK. So we have got accreditation from QA from UK, which is not mandatory for us. But since we work with the UK universities, we thought that we should take this accreditation. Similarly, MIT University has become the only South Asia's universities to be accredited by WASC, which is the accreditation body of United States of America. In terms of ranking, we are amongst the top 3% universities of the world as per the QS and THE. But in terms of employability, we are amongst the top 1%. In terms of internationalization, we are the best in the country. In terms of employability, there are 6 institutions which are graded as the best institutions in the country, which includes IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Mumbai, Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur, and MIT University is the only education group which is a private university but still is in this league. This slide gives you a fair idea about how we benchmark ourselves. Our business school consistently has been ranked as the best private business school of the country from the last many years. Our law school, you are talking about the law programs, they have been able to innovate and come up with some of the very innovative programs and has been regarded as the largest and the best law school in the private segment. Our School of Biotechnology is the best biotechnology institution. Our School of Journalism and Communication is amongst the top 3. Our School of Hospitality is amongst the top 3 institutions. Our School of Communication and the School of Nanotechnology is again amongst the best in the country. Most of our campuses, they are certified by US Green Building Council, Platinum certified. The building we are sitting is a Platinum certified building. Similarly, you will find that all the campuses which we have been able to create, we have ensured that we not only give them education, but we give them the infrastructure where the students can enjoy the most. I was very happy when Professor told me that I was very happy to see the students playing in the playground. So I think that Brunel and MIT share the same philosophy that it's not only about academic culture which is developed in the university, but it's also about the overall personality of the students. Many of our students, they have represented India in Olympics. Many of them, they have represented in Asian Games, Commonwealth Games. So sports is one of the area where we concentrate quite a lot. This is our 21 acres campus in Gwalior, in Greater Noida. This is our 40 acres campus in Lucknow. This is our 150 acres campus in Jaipur, Rajasthan. This is a photograph of our 110 acres campus in Gurgaon, Manesar. This is our 30 acres campus in Mumbai. This is a 100 acres campus in Gwalior, which is again a historical city. This is our photograph of our Kolkata campus. This is our Raipur campus. This is our Jharkhand campus, Patna campus. This is our new University Mohali in Punjab. This is our Bengaluru campus. And then our global campuses. This is our campus in Dubai, which also got the award of providing the best infrastructure in the country. This is our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, who himself is a product of London School of Economics. He studied in UK, was on the cover page of the Forbes. These are the photographs of our 2 campuses which we have been able to develop in Singapore. This was the building which was earlier with Chicago Business School and we acquired it. This is our office and campus in London. This is at Bradford Square, very close to the British Museum. This is our campus in Uzbekistan at Tashkent. And the government of Uzbekistan specially invited the MIT University by providing them the entire infrastructure to create the first ICT university in that country. Similarly, we were invited by the government of Netherlands to create a world-class school by providing us the infrastructure. We have got now a campus there. We have got a campus in Abu Dhabi, again invited by the government of Abu Dhabi to open up an international school there. This is our campus in New York. This is a 175-acre campus. This was acquired by us from the St. John's. Earlier, this was a St. John's University. It has got a private beach also. Now, this is what we have done so far in UK. MIT was the first one to from India uh, to establish a campus in London way back in 2009. The idea was at that time that we should be able to give an idea to our students that if they want to taste the UK culture, then what UK as a country provides to the world, which saw a lot of students from MIT and from India doing a part of the program in UK. We have been the partner of some of the leading universities of UK for their research projects. For example, in 2021, we are the largest partner of British Council and UKRI for implementing the UKRI project with 7 UK universities. We have partnered with the Going Global Grant in 21-22 with 3 UK universities. We are the largest partner of British Council under Going Global Touring and UKRI schemes. And we have been able to create the first school, Harrow School, we have brought in India. So this is a now fully operational school, residential school in Bangalore. Now, what are the opportunities which are in front of us? With Brunel, we have done some very exciting projects in the past, including a UKD project, where your students have come here and were part of our ecosystem. We have done India immersion program with you, where your students, they came and then they spent somewhere about 2 weeks with us. Similarly, our researchers, they have been to your campus number of times. From journalism and communication, 4 of our faculty members, they have done some wonderful work. We have done a collaborative project with BBC from journalism and communication. I think Professor Devjani, yourself, and Professor Gori, you contributed in that project. So one of the faculty member is here. I have written 2 research articles with some of the top researchers. Your Vice Chancellor was kind enough to come here. She was earlier Vice Chancellor, was a good friend. And we look forward to welcome your new Vice Chancellor. We are very happy that you are here today. But I think beyond this, a small articulation which we have gathered, we want now this to be a very strategic partnership. And under the new education policy now, UK universities can offer their twinning programs, their joint degree programs, and their dual degree programs. And we are aware that we have already developed business programs with you and journalism and mass communication programs with you. But as you were saying that you're very, very strong in law, you're very strong in engineering. We are also very strong in law, very strong in engineering. We are very strong in undergrad business programs. We are very strong in hybrid programs, business with AI, business with data analytics, law with AI, cyber law programs, biotechnology, health sciences. We are very, very strong in these areas. So we'd like to explore with you that how we can do dual degree programs. It's very simple. Because it's simple for us, because one, that we have got large number of students here, and secondly, we understand the UK system. So as per the new education policy now, we can easily start a program in India, and then a student can do 50% of the program abroad. So which means that earlier, whatever we were doing in the area of various domains, we can change that articulation into a dual degree agreement. Right? Which means that the student can do first part in India, second part with you, can get your degree. But at the same time, we can do reverse acceptance of the credits. So we can accept your credits. And our teams are working very aggressively on it. So there are a number of deans which are sitting here. All of them, they are working on it. And I think that will be a very big step if we take the first entry level advantage with Brunel and MIT coming together. I have been given to understand that there are few universities which are thinking and have announced that they would like to come to India, but so far no one has been able to implement it. But if we come together and if we are able to do this quickly, so I think that will attract large number of students. Similarly, we are also exploring that can we help some of our partner universities from UK to build up a campus in India. And we are very cautious and we know that building up a campus is very costly affair. Some of our friends who were earlier exploring that they should come up and open up a university from UK to India, when they started looking at the figures, the balance sheet figures, it's very costly. Right. So we came up with a formula and we gave this to the government of India also. And we will also, we have given this to British Council. We will be more than happy to assist you if you want to have your very strong footprints in India. And we can very easily do that because 13 universities we have. So offering a campus in campus, a small portion of the campus where exclusively Brunel programs are being offered is not difficult for us. Right? Similarly, when the students are going from our side to your university, they will be very happy to see that this is a dual degree program which is being offered. So some kind of branding can be given to them, and we can fix some numbers. So, for example, we can look at engineering programs, artificial intelligence, computing, and some part of maybe telecommunication engineering. Few numbers, right? Similarly, for our undergrad business programs, some numbers. Master's programs, some numbers. Health sciences, psychology, the good numbers. And I think that this will be very, very important for us. What we are trying to do in India. Today, when in the morning, one of my colleague, he came and he said that, look, in Asian ranking, we have top. I was happy, but it didn't excite me because I think that what excites us most is the outcome. The president of this university, the founder of this university, we all of us, when we sit together, we look at the outcomes. So we are more keen that what is going to be the outcome out of these rankings. So I think the biggest outcome was that 2 years back, I was in Australia and we were discussing with Monash. They are our strategic partners, like you are, and we are proposing to you. So I was sitting with the vice chancellor, and she said that, Gurinder, we want this partnership to be a great partnership, but somehow we are doing research, we are concentrating on innovation, but numbers are not improved. So, and same as the worry between Brunel and between MIT, that we are good partners, but then our numbers are not great. And we can talk openly because we are good friends. So we said that let's create a program which can attract and which can build program. So we created a program which was study abroad. So we sent next summer about 70 students to Australia, which became the student ambassadors, right, to Australia. And when these students came back, they motivated quite a lot. Today, the largest partnership of Monash in India is between MIT and Monash. 200 of their students are coming on 19th of November to MIT. And we have got a congratulatory messages from the Prime Minister's office that first time in the history of India, 400 students in the batches of 200 each are coming to India and they will become part of our ecosystem. Similarly, we are organizing one of the largest health sciences conference in Monash. I will be traveling myself on 21st of this month to Australia. And we are creating a common band which is going to detect the early depression amongst the youngsters, which will be tied with your smartwatch. So I think that research, bringing students together, student numbers, and working together, and we are now exploring that can we open up a joint campus, and very soon maybe that you will hear something that first one of the largest campuses of Monash will be Monash and MIT together. So we want similar kind of collaboration with Brunel. What I saw in Brunel was very exciting. Those who are sitting here, it is an intellectual treat if you go there. When I went there, the vice chancellor was taking me and was showing. What excited me the most was that though Brunel is not in the center of London, But if you look at the employability records of the students, mind-boggling. All of them, they are really getting great placements. So I was very happy to look at. And when we engaged with our students, looking at the way the passionately faculty was doing, I think that was a great something, and our compliments to you. So we will be very happy to explore that what Brunel and MIT can do together, especially in the area which I have defined, but also in the area of research and training and consulting. This is a silver jubilee year, which we are celebrating of our international conference, NBush, and your Vice Chancellor, your ex-Vice Chancellor, earlier by former Vice Chancellor, they have been a part of it. We will be very happy to welcome a team from Brunel. And by that time, if we are able to create a proper ecosystem, then make some major announcements during this conference. These are a few photographs of your university when I visited. This was with your leadership team, with Professor Sian, and when I visited, and then also with our semi-annual discussions which we had with your faculty members. These are few of your students whom we invited, and they were a part of our India immersion program and under the UKRI scheme when we welcomed them. So presently we have got articulation in business, mass communication, engineering, and biotechnology. But I think that we need to work on these agreements now. So maybe that we will spell down that 3 weeks from now or from 4 weeks from now, how we can convert them into the dual degree programs and how many credits we can accept, how we should be able to do that. Also, the TNE model, if this needs to be implemented, then what is your vision? What are your expectations? We'd like to understand more from your side. And whatever your vision is, we'd like try to support it. Also, I think that very easily we can do joint supervision of the PhD programs. So we can look at identify 4 or 5 scholars whom I think both the sides we can take up one guide from both the sides, which will strengthen the citations and the PhD from both the universities, and also short-term mobility programs under the UKRI schemes, under the Going Global scheme or a 2D scheme. These are your few students who came last year. And these are few projects which we have done in the past. Ambassador lecture series. We have got the Nobel laureate series which we do. So some of the leading Nobel laureates, they come, and then we have created the centers here in their name, so that our students, they can take inspiration from them. More than 400 degrees and disciplines. We offer almost programs in all the disciplines. One thing which is very exciting in this university is that we are very, very strong in e-learning and in distance learning. And in Africa alone, we have got somewhere about 80,000 students who are doing their e-learning programs and distance learning programs. This university believes in internationalization. And right from the very beginning, the day one, when we started up, we thought that all students, whether they are from engineering, law, business, biotechnology, health sciences, they should be given one foreign business language. So all students, 250,000 students, they do one foreign language. All students from whichever university they are given an option to do study abroad program. Right, so all of them, they go. So I think Shivangi went to Brunel. Yeah, so, and we can see that what she brought. So I think that this is something which is there, that we want that our children, they should have those kind of values, that India is great country, but then they should see that how the world has been able to do. We have become and done some of the very exciting and consulting projects with the government of India, and have tried to integrate some of the concepts which the Western world, which America, which Australia, which Africa has been able to implement across the globe. And we very proudly we say that, because I think that it is outward approach of MIT which has helped the students to grow and to get the employment in some of the greatest companies of the world and create their own ventures. We have got our own skill and vocational training center at Greater Noida. We have got a world-class incubator which is known as the best in the country. And these are our research centers across the globe. We are the largest partner of Government of India in training and consulting. And we say that if a university is not having a heart, then it is not a university. So whatever we do, we give back to the community. So in this university, if we breathe for the community. If we do engineering, we do engineering for the community. If we do business, we do business for the community. There are more than 3,000 students, 2,000 underprivileged girls, and 1,000 underprivileged boys who study free of cost for here. So right from the nursery class to their postdoctoral level, we don't charge fee from them. And sometimes if you join the convocation, it's something which everyone looks forward to. When they come on the stage and they speak with such a confidence, we feel very happy about it. The future of MIT is the 35 MIT universities in every state, Union Territory of India, 100 campuses across the country, overseas campuses planned across the globe. But maybe the next time you will come, you will find Brunel in India at MIT and MIT in UK in Brunel. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, sir. What a comprehensive presentation that showcases the might of the Amity universe. Thank you again. It is my privilege and honor to now invite Professor Jonathan Wasling, the Deputy Vice Chancellor from Brunel University of London, United Kingdom. Sir, if you could share your thoughts about our partnership and collaboration. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's a real honor and privilege to be asked to speak to you amongst such esteemed academic presence that we've got here today. And it's thank you so much for the very kind words that you've already said about our relationship. Just a little bit about myself. I'm Deputy Vice Chancellor at Brunel University. I've been at Brunel University of London for just over a year. My background is principally in research in the biomedical sciences. So I spent a lot of my previous career working at the universities of Edinburgh, Glasgow, Liverpool, and Keele University in the United Kingdom, researching vaccines, diagnostics, and particularly looking at human disease and healthcare. I joined Brunel about a year ago, and I think one thing that's really struck me from what has been said already is just the remarkable similarities between Brunel University of London and Amity. So this is a great surprise and honor for me. This has been arranged by one of your wonderful alumni, Shivani. She is a huge, huge credit, and I can now see what you do with your graduates and how you get the quality you get, and their enthusiasm and their drive, and also their planning and efficiency, and also preparing them for the world, I think. And it's a real credit to you. Shivani, is a real credit to you in terms of one of your graduates. So I arrived off the plane from Heathrow this morning, just a few hours ago. I was a little bit tired. And as we drove here, my eyes were feeling a bit tired. They are now wide awake because I'm absolutely amazed by your wonderful campus here. The first thing I saw were individuals playing outside, playing cricket, playing sport. And this reminded me so much of Brunel, that combination of being able to provide an environment on a campus close to or within a big, exciting city, New Delhi in this case, and London in Brunel's case, that provides that wonderful environment of that combination of physical exercise, sport, with also an academic learning environment. And what's absolutely clear from what you do here is you prepare your students in that really vibrant space for the workplace, for life, for their careers. And that's something our universities have absolutely in common. Just a little bit of history about Brunel, which actually is another way of telling you a little bit about the strategy of the university. So Brunel was founded in 1966, shortly after the Second World War. It was a time of great social change in the United Kingdom at the time. We'd just come out of a long period of austerity during the war. There were lots of big challenges in society. There were lots of social challenges, there were lots of technological challenges, but there was also lots of opportunity. And the government at the time founded a series of universities that were set to take the United Kingdom into the next 50 to 100 years in terms of thinking about how it copes with that social change, that technological change. And Brunel is one of those universities. So right from the very beginning, it was founded to develop the technological skills in the graduates of the university that were going to be transformational for the country. And those are technological skills, obviously in things like engineering, of course, which Brunel, because of its name, is very famous for. But also since there, it's evolved into business skills, recently into health and medicine. We have a new medical school, for example, at Brunel. So it really is about training our graduates for the workplace. And the way we do that is by ensuring that right from the beginning of their journey, from the moment they walk onto campus, they begin to connect with the businesses and the industries that they're going to work with in the future. So our placements with some of the top companies, the top international companies, including some top Indian international companies based in London, of course, is really key. And that happens both at our undergraduate level, but also at our master's and postgraduate level as well. So that connection with industry starts from the very beginning. And I can see that's something that's very close to your heart here in this university. One of the outcomes of that, apart from the fact they find it easy to get jobs, is that they're earning their graduate salaries are very significantly higher than those from other universities. We're also particularly proud, and this was again enshrined in the vision of the university at the very beginning, that the university is somewhere that takes students from all backgrounds. So Brunel has a social mission as well as a mission to train its workforce. So we have students from backgrounds that would find it quite difficult, or certainly in the past, quite difficult to come to university because of the history, that they wouldn't have had a family that would necessarily expect them to go to university, or even indeed the finances. So Brunel takes a large number of these students, and it provides them with the skills that adds value to their education, that allows them to get successful careers in the future. So all these things make me really sort of feel very much at home, I think, here. Even the pictures of your buildings and the top of the campus looks a little bit like Brunel. It's set out very much, very similarly. So I know when you visited, you probably recognized that. So what about for the future? I think there are some things that we commonly face as countries, the United Kingdom and India, that higher education have some really important, has a really important place. We've got big social problems. We've got problems that are both geopolitical. We've got problems that are about keeping our population healthy, the rising cost of healthcare, the ability to get sufficient individuals into the workforce in all areas, particularly in the UK in healthcare, but also in other areas in engineering and computer science. Developing those skills that are absolutely essential for the future is something that we need to, that I think both countries share. And universities have a really important role to play in that. I think the other thing that, of course, universities face commonly, both in India and in the UK, is that we need to provide education at the price that can be afforded by a broad section of the population. When I went to university, and it wasn't that long ago, well, it was quite a long time ago actually, but when I went to university in the 1980s, only 6% of the population, the 18-year-old population went to university, 6%. At that time, of course, education could be free, and it was very easy to provide all the resources for that very small number. Clearly, that number was not sufficient to drive the economic growth of the UK. And India, like the UK, has seen this expansion of higher education. But the challenge that comes with that is providing it at the right cost, the right price, so it can be afforded by as many people as possible. And it's quite clear from your commitment here at Amity to providing opportunities for those who don't necessarily have the funds to do that. I'm in great admiration of that. I think that binds us together in terms of our mission. I think also for the future, the importance of collaboration and partnership on a global basis is really, really exciting for us. It's very exciting for us in the United Kingdom to see the possibilities opening up here at India in terms of your renewed openness to developing relationships with international universities, and particularly those in the United Kingdom. So we are very open to that. I think there's a lot on your list there, and there's particularly, I think we can start possibly with some the easier things around study abroad, for example. That's a really good way to start, and the opportunities for things like dual degrees and having greater collaboration together as well. So thank you very much for the invitation. It's been a real pleasure to meet so many of you already. Your warm invitation really blew me away when I came in this afternoon. So thank you very much for that. Of course, I extend an invitation not just to yourself, Professor Singh, but to others who wish to visit Brunel at any time. You are very welcome. We want to talk to you more and build our universities that have so much in common already even closer together. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
She also went to Brunel, so she wanted to show you that. Yeah. You will sit down. Yeah. So I think that what we'll do is now that we will request our all colleagues if they can introduce themselves and their area, which are the areas where they feel that we can work together, and then maybe that we can make an action plan. Dr. Silvamurthy, we will start with you. If you can talk. Dr. Silvamurthy is the #1 scientist of the country. He was a secretary in the government of India. And then when he was retiring, we said that why don't you come and guide people? And he's now the president of our science foundation and is very ably guiding people here. And our research, which you can see now that our scientists filing largest number of patents because of Dr. W. Silvamurthy. Dr. Silvamurthy, maybe that you can just talk about the areas of mutual interest and what we can do specifically in the area of engineering and in the area of biotechnology and science and technology.
Thank you, Professor Burida. First of all, let me welcome Professor Jonathan Wasling from a very distinguished university, Brunel University. And we already have links with your university. And UK and India enjoys a very high diplomatic relationship. And we want to expand, deepen our relationship with your country, with your people. And in the developed India, which our Honorable Prime Minister keeps talking about, the mission synergy, mission connect is very important to bring the results. And UK has played a very important role in our development, whatever is happening. Now the growth which you see, your country, your universities, institutions in UK has been a facilitator, catalyzer, and also grooming. Like she was mentioning that she has been in your university. So there are many people like this with experience from UK universities. In fact, my granddaughter was considering her admission in LLB, that for law, in your Durham, University of Durham, as one of the choices, one of the best. So why I want to say this, that there is a great urge from our scientists, our faculties, and also our students to be with you, with your universities, and in research, because I saw you in the research area, infection biology. So we have a very strong group here. Amity Institute of Virology and Immunology. It's a very strong group, and you have worked on host pathogen relationship is your core domain. When I looked at your publications, I went through that. I am so happy to see such a great distinguished scientist is now occupying this highest position there as the Deputy Vice Chancellor. And Amity is very keen to partner with your university, Brunel, and expand in not only in terms of students progression and students exchange, faculty exchange, but we can look at beyond. Because Amity University, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, the founder president, has made the policy that it should be a research and innovation driven university. So the whole curriculum design, pedagogy, the method of delivery, everything focuses around how do you promote creativity, innovation, problem solving ability in our students. So that is how we groom students to be creative, innovative. And so the research and innovation is given a big focus. We have published in this, we are just 19 years young. Within this 45,000 research papers, our H index is 162, which is very high for a young institution. And we have filed about 2,140 patents, and about 410 are granted, and 35 technologies have been transferred in the recent years. So there is a innovation focus here to contribute to Atmanirbhar Bharat. So that is where we look at your experience, because yours is a long years of experience in innovation. It has been a hub of innovation. So University of Brunel has been a hub of innovation, knowledge house. So we would like to also look at how do we build that partnership with your research institutions and with faculties. So one side we look at how do we partner in academic program like dual degrees, joint mentoring of PhDs. So you can have a guide here, you can have a co-guide there. Similarly, some of our faculties can be a co-supervisor for your PhD scholars. So I see immense potential between our two universities, the Brunel as well as Amity universities. And in this, they will all be expressing what are their domains. Just to give a few examples, we are looking at stem cells and also the molecular medicine in a big way. Because if you have to give the deeper answer to some of the pathophysiology, it has to come through molecular medicine. And also we are looking at stem cell at various applications. That is one area, core area. Then we are looking at cancer biology as a focus, where we have made strides in terms of developing a triple conjugate, which is a known anti-tumor agent coupled with a natural product, curcumin, combined with folate to give the signature of a cancer stem cell. So we are attacking cancer stem cell. So the research which is happening here is something beyond what is known. And we are looking at something novel. So that is on that side. Then in the infection biology, we are looking at L-serine, which is a precursor for the tuberculosis, which is still a problem here. So one of our scientists is looking at this, it will go into clinical trials. And we always look at, ultimately, we need to give deliverables, not just publishing papers and filing patents, but translating them into deliverable. So we like to learn from your experience through the collaborations. And in terms of engineering, we have an AI focus, artificial intelligence. We have put a center of excellence, which is 10 petaflop in the phase 1, which is going to be upgraded to 60 petaflop, which is going to be a very high computing capability. So we are looking at various applications, including health. For example, when you look at a cancer images, that how do you precisely say, not only by the specialist oncologist, but can RMO, regional medical officer, who is sitting there in a village, just by using AI tools, can it say that there is a possibility that this could be a cancer, so that the patient can be referred? So you can have a large number of screening, because our country is very huge, 1.4 billion. So that is where we are looking at AI-based screening mechanisms, even for cancer. So this is one I mentioned. Similarly, when you look at lung pathology, can you look at the pulmonary, even X-rays or MRIs, CTs, just by using artificial intelligence algorithm, can you help even a non-specialist to look at the possibility of an illness, whether it is infection or it is inflammation or it is necrosis or it is tumor. So you will be able to discriminate by using this. Then he can be taken to a tertiary hospital for the further diagnosis. So our research is now looking at that kind of challenges which our country face, which is also a global problem. So we will be very delighted to look at those possibilities also. And thank you so much, Gurinder, for inviting me to interact with such a distinguished professor who is also a great scientist. I admire your scientific contributions as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sulamurthy. We'll start with Ms. Shivani.
Hi, Dr. Gurinder. Thank you so much for this afternoon and hosting Jonathan and myself. I started my studies at Amity when it was Amity Business School in Sector 44 in Noida in 2005. And very soon I realized that Amity is going to make me a solid woman for the future. So I'm quite lucky and very grateful that I didn't only get an opportunity at Amity and all that I learned here. In fact, I was taught by Dr. Ruchi Khandelwal, so a lot of what we learn is from our professors, our teachers, and I was in the core committee at Amity. Thank you, ma'am. I was in the core committee of Amity in my final year and brought lots of different opportunities for us and lots of money for Amity as well to host our festival Aura. And then I made the step to go to Brunel to study, and I think Brunel really taught me to how I could be a global leader as a woman and find multiple opportunities without having to think who am I, where am I from. In fact, the team that I lead today at Brunel as the head is we're 20 of us. We operate in 5 countries, but I almost have a very diverse team from someone from Poland, obviously UK, China, Pakistan, Nigeria, India, Zimbabwe, all in my team. So I don't think I would have had this opportunity until I came to Amity and then decided to go to Brunel. So it feels great to be here, and thank you so much everyone for your time. Really appreciate it. I think I'm passing to Dr. Sujat.
Good afternoon and welcome to Amity. As Shivani said, we are very proud that she is an alumnus of Amity School of Business. We are indeed very, very proud of her, and she's probably the bridge between Amity and Brunel right now. I'm Sujata. I'm heading the Amity School of Business and Amity College of Commerce and Finance. We offer undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs in accounting and finance and management. We have close to, including both the schools, we have close to about 2,000 students at the undergraduate level, more than over 2,500, 3,000 students at the undergrad level, and we have over 100 students at the doctoral level. As far as collaborations are concerned, yes, we have collaborations with Amity School of Business and Amity College of Commerce and Finance. We have exclusive collaborations with Queen Mary University of London and with Goldsmiths University of London. Our students, we have an articulation program with them and a progression agreement also with them. We are looking for, in fact, Brunel, we did just last month, was it Shivani? Brunel conducted a 3-day online training program for our students, a workshop. It was on sustainability and AI. It was extremely well received. There were 100 students who participated in the workshop who were attendees. And in fact, we had to stop the number of students who wanted to participate. We said we cannot go beyond 100 because then it reduces the interaction level. So we are hoping that, I think we did speak that we will have with Shivani and Monomita, they were the 2 main lead for this workshop. We are planning to have more such with Brunel again because it was extremely immensely successful. So yeah, and I think Monomita is already a co-guide for some of our PhD scholars, and we are hoping that we continue this collaboration further.
Good afternoon, Professor Jonathan. Welcome to Amity campus. It's a pleasure to have you here. I am Additional Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean of Academics here at the university. And definitely we're looking forward. In fact, our Chancellor, Honorable Atul Chauhanji, he had a great vision and thought that we should have very extended collaboration. And they should not only be for a certain period, but should be at the degree level program. So we are looking forward for all the possible collaborations, not like a short visits or exchange of credits only, but how we can collaborate at joint or dual degree programs. Twinning is okay, credits are exchanged. But since we are having some understanding with other universities there in the UK, but definitely with Brunel, the way we can come forward with some degree program where we can understand and accept and come on a common page where the courses which will be taught, if it is possible and this model will work, which courses will be taught at each of the institutions, and we can come up with a degree which will be offered parallelly from both the sides or a single degree, whichever model may work. And we have a lot of students who are interested in this, where they will be initially studying. For example, if we talk about management program BBA, so it can be 2+1. So 1 year here or 2 years there, or 2 years here and 1 year there. Similarly, we have a 4 years program, we have master's program. So wherever possible, but our students are very excited to look into these possibilities and availabilities, and we are hopeful that with Brunel we can work out on these modalities. My focus would be primarily in this area, and definitely research, we all is there. So we look forward for those collaborations, and welcome again to the campus. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Dr. Shilpi Sharma from MIT School of Engineering and Technology. So we have total 7 departments in MIT School of Engineering, where it has computer science, ECE, IT, AI, then CE and Triple E. So we have 7 different departments over there. So I'm fortunate enough to attend this session, and I warmly welcome you and Shivani over here. As always mentioned by our founder president, sir, that once an MITian is always an MITian. So we welcome you to this family. And I'm fortunate enough to be a part of Brunel in 2019 December, when we went with around 35 students at Brunel University for a SAP program. So there I had a great communication and touch with the Manumita Nandi, who is the professor of accounting and finance. So still we have in touch with her. So also I would like to invite you in our upcoming conference by the name of Conference, which we will be organizing in the month of January 16th and 17th. If you can make available yourself for the keynote speaker, it will be a highly privilege for all of us. We welcome you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Pratik Dekar from International Affairs Division, working under the leadership of our Group Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh, sir. Look forward to collaborative arrangements in articulation, dual degree, and direct admissions as well for master's program and for undergraduate as well. And looking forward to working on various different domains like mass communication, psychology, and so on. Apart from this, I'm also a research scholar in the area of management and psychology. Pleasure connecting.
So welcome to Amity. I'm Professor Dr. Seema Bhatnagar. I'm representing Amity Institute of Biotechnology. I take care of the international initiatives from my department. And biotechnology is probably one of the biggest contributors for the patents and also granted patents and commercialization of the patents. So we are one of the biggest contributors in the Noida campus, and we hope to have very good collaboration with you. We are very much into articulation programs. We have articulation with some good universities in UK, and we hope to have some more collaboration with you, because our students travel to UK under the 3 continent and SAP program, and we also have international program. So under all these opportunities, we are always looking for good partners, and we'll be very happy to have a very good interaction with you and further collaboration in future. Welcome.
Good afternoon and namaskar. We've met, and welcome once again to Amity. I'm Dr. Anupama. I am in Group Vice Chancellor's office. I head the academic collaborations in the UK and France region, Europe region really. And we are very keen for 2 or 3 very important points. Number one, the study abroad program. Thousands of our students go to London. London is a worldwide favorite. And we would like those students to visit Brunel, interact with the faculty there, look at, and students, they say, are the human bridge. So once the interaction starts, then they are likely to join the master's program, the postdoctoral programs, etc. Apart from that, there could be research, faculty interchanges, etc. The second that we have in mind is we have something called the Amity Immersion Program, because the first thing we said was an outbound of students. This time we're talking about the inbound of students. So we request the Brunel team to actively talk about our Amity Immersion Program, which is it can be customized as per the requirement of the students. So it could be 15 days, 1 month. It could be cultural kind of an event or just cultural exchange. And we would then, the students would be, we would get, we have academic grades in Amity. So a few lectures will be taken by those grades. Then we could take them for industry visits. Apart from that, we also take them for all kind of cultural tours, such as the famous Taj Mahal and Jaipur. It's a big hit. It's always, that's a very big motivator for them. So, and our faculty is very actively involved in that program, and it can be tailor-made as per the need of the students there. So, looking forward to a lot of meaningful collaborations, and thank you once again. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone present. So thank you, Shivani, for this opportunity. About a month back when we were conversing, she told us that you were planning a visit to India, and I took the opportunity. She herself was interested in, recreating this bond between Amity and Brunel. So thank you for this. At Amity School of Business, more than I think 40% of our students are going for their postgrad education in UK, and a large number of them are interested in going to universities like Brunel. So I think there is a lot of opportunity for undergrad students to take up educational opportunities, and like Dr. Singh has already mentioned, that if we can come up with dual degree programs, then it will be a very good opportunity for students to participate in that. So we look forward to developing more such kind of programs in collaboration with Brunel. Thank you once again and welcome to Amity.
Good afternoon. I am Vinamra Jain. I represent the Amity Business School. It is the first business school or higher education institution of the Amity Group. So at Amity Business School, we primarily have only postgrad students. So they're doing a 2-year program. So probably what I feel is something we can work on. Of course, talking about which already many of them have spoken about the dual degree program. So what I feel is that if we can create a program where specifically students who go in a particular semester, where Brunel can help them get internships in UK, right? Of course, we'll have to see about the visa programs and systems with B. That will be something that will be very attractive for the students. Similarly, for Brunel students coming into India, a similar kind of an arrangement can be created, because we all know that the future, especially the Indian market, is one of the next biggest market. If you look at China, and with India being more transparently available to the world. So that is something where we feel that from UK, people coming into India to understand the Indian consumer, that is something which will be very beneficial for them also. So this is where we feel that an opportunity to explore can be really taken further. Thank you.
Good afternoon. This is Preeti. I'm a part of International Affairs Division, working very closely with the Office of our Group Vice Chancellor, Sir, Dr. Singh. We look forward to a very fruitful discussion in terms of short-term mobility, articulation pathways, and dual degree. Thank you so very much.
Good afternoon and welcome to Amity University. I'm Himani Singh, Senior Manager in International Affairs Division, working closely with the Office of Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Gagan, and I represent our media department, media faculty. So there are two schools. One is the Mass Communication School, and the other one is the Film and Drama School. interestingly, India is standing at a very different, very unique juncture where to almost 95% of Indians are using media data today. Such a huge amount of percentage of Indians are using media data today, where also India produces the maximum amount of films. Indian media industry is standing at almost 4 billion US dollars. Of course, growing every day. So such a huge industry, and we are standing at at a place where they need you know uh, media experts every day, media professionals every day. So we have about 1,500 students in our faculty, where we offer professional programs, both undergraduate and graduate and programs in the space of journalism, both traditional and digital. At the same time, films, drama, animation, other multimedia tools. Of course, there is media management, brand communication, brand management, media management, and such so on. So, opportunities for the students is huge because the industry is growing at massive pace every day. So, there are various possibilities where we can collaborate, whether it is working in the industry in India or in UK, because the talent that we are producing every day is being consumed before they pass out. Our most of our students actually work while they are on campus, because the acceptance and demand is so much. So I welcome you at MIT, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Devjani. I'm heading the media studio for Amity University. And I'm a faculty also with Amity School of Communication with Dr. Gagan. And Media Institute and Media Studio, we undertake multiple collaborative projects, as mentioned by Gurinder sir. We are having projects with BBC, Voice of America. We train journalists from Maldives, Malaysia, Canada, and also multiple of government organizations and non-governmental organizations. Our students are doing internships in Media Studio, and we definitely look forward to have some projects with your university. Welcome to Amity Universe. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Khattar, and a very warm welcome to India and Amity University. So I represent the Amity International Business School, and our USP is very simple. We make innovative programs as per the needs of the industry. So besides our classical programs, which we have in international business and three continents, we devise the programs which Sir just mentioned, namely BIDA, which is Business Intelligence and Data Analytics, and IB and AI, both at UG and AI level, at the PG level. So in fact, this year, the seventh batch passed out. So you can imagine going back 7 years when this very thought, which was Sir's idea, that we sync the management and AI, it was not very taken very, in the right way. But now we are really seeing the fruits of that. And these programs have seen a very steady growth over the years. So like she mentioned, you have very two beautiful programs, AI status management and BI and digital marketing, which is so similar to our IBAI and BIDA programs. I think so. This offers an excellent opportunity, which I don't mind repeating, everyone's repeated, having dual, joint, and semester exchange programs. Going further, we can also have faculty exchange program, which could be on a smaller modules, maybe a week or so, or it could be also a complete semester. Student exchange already been mentioned. Joint research, having guides, go guides and all. Like I think so, someone mentioned internship program, because our students do good about 2 to 3 months of summer internship and all. I think this would be also a very excellent opportunity. Students moving up and down, ours to yours and yours to that. Thank you so much.
Very good afternoon. Welcome to Amity, Professor Jonathan from the Brunel University. I'm Professor Dr. Shefali Raizada. I'm from Law Department. I'm the director there. As we know, law students and as more enthusiasm, more energy, and more potential in the law department. So with this objective to channelize this, I would be wanting with your universities, if we can identify how the potential of law program here and the other resources or other potentials we can utilize in a best manner or in a best form. So I believe we are actually the largest school in Asia, more than 4,000 students in a different programs. We have from 5-year, 3-year law program. We have the 10 specializations at master's level, plus more than 150 PhD scholars with us. So huge potential and tremendous amount of excitement and enthusiasm in the law students. So I believe under the guidance of Singh sir, we would be having the more in a collaborative manner, more academic partnership. And our graduate program comes under the statutory body Bar Council of India. Certain restrictions are there, certainly some limitations are there for the exchange program, but we have to work out how in a best manner we can provide the international exposure to our students. So sir is the best and you are the best person under the guidance of Silva Murthy sir and our chancellor sir. We have to work on how in a best possible manner we can provide the international exposure to students within the norms of the statutory body. So that is one constraint we can take in a positive manner, and in a very good manner we can take out and identify some areas. How the law students, because the two destinations for the law students are there. First is the UK and the second is the US. So two destinations, the most popular, most favorite for them. And they are very eager to go for international internship, also the collaborative courses, or maybe a study abroad program. But I believe there are the other areas also. It is up to us how we can best provide them the more areas where they can best show their best. Thank you so very much for being with us in Amity.
Thank you, Dr. Shivali. I think that what we'll do is that we create now a strategy, very short run. What we need to do, like you were saying, that let's focus on few points where we can immediately work on, and then in short run and in midterm, and then in the longer run. So we have got 126 students who are flying tonight. Yeah, so they will be in UK for about 5 weeks. So maybe that through your good office or through your office, we want that they should visit you. Because I think that once they go there, and we can make them in smaller groups. So there are students from management, there are students from engineering primarily, but then there are students from biotechnology also, health sciences, psychology. So I think that first step is that we will decide that what are the dates which are suitable for you. Like we have one of our faculty members who went on study abroad, and then she was introduced to Madhumita Nandi, who is a professor of accounting, and she has done a lot of programs with us. So maybe Dr. Khatri, that what we will do is that step one, Dr. Khatri has very recently elevated as an additional pro vice chancellor. Once again, congratulations. And one of the KRAs which we have given him is that he has to now work on full degree programs and strengthening the study abroad programs. So Dr. Khatri, maybe that we will involve you in this initiative. But we need to now look at that how we can strengthen the ties between Brunel and between MIT. So for step one, we will definitely we will send students during November and December, that they will in smaller groups they will be with you, and our faculty will also be going there. So I think that it would be good that if they are introduced. Step two, we are already doing India immersion program. And under the Turing scheme, we have been welcoming your students. So maybe that you can let us know that next time when they would like to come to us. Thirdly, I think that we are talking to you on business management, communication, engineering, biotechnology, and law. So these are the areas. But I was just checking out the articulation agreements. I think that they need to be redone. So maybe that we can now create a small committee from these areas, which Dr. Khatri, we need to work on. So from our office, from IID, we would request Dr. Khatri, if you can, and Dr. Meghna can help. But then maybe that from ASB, you can take Dr. Sujata,
We have from biotechnology, Dr. Seema Bhatnagar. And then similarly from communication, we would request Dr. Gagan and Dr. Devjani if you can help us. But we will create something, maybe a small committee, which can work now on articulating the programs. So not many, but maybe few areas. Like you said, biotechnology is one of the areas, communication, business management, AI, law. So what we can do. Also, internship is a great idea that we can look at. So we would request that if we can now develop this program. We have been doing this with number of universities, especially with Korea and Japan, and a few in Taiwan, and with Singapore and Vietnam. But maybe that we'd like to develop this as an internship model, where we can help your students to understand the India and our students, not in big numbers, but maybe few. We can sponsor few students, but we'll also like to send students. Similarly, in the area of science and technology, I would request Dr. Subramurthy that if you can coordinate and can make a small concept note. So we will send you a detailed note, but maybe that we will then request you that if you can also create a small committee. So this is a small committee which we're going to create. We'll send you with their email addresses, and then you can introduce them to your deans, right? So that we can look at the syllabuses and then see that how we will be able to look at. But this is, that wherever you are interested, we'd like to support that. But our intention would be that the partnership needs to be strengthened. So some targets need to be spelled out, and it has to be action oriented and outcome oriented. So these were a few suggestions, and we thought that, but we'd like to listen more from your side.
Is that working? Yes, yeah. Well, thank you very much. And it's quite clear from listening to the remarks from the table that the opportunity for collaboration is even deeper than I thought. I don't think there's a single area that I've heard from. I can't think actually that's a real opportunity for us at Brunel. What I'm hearing, I think, is first of all that our collaborations need to be meaningful. They need to have outcomes. It's better to have a small number of things that actually really have outcomes than just have lots of things that have no outcomes. And I think we're very, very much on the same page there. I think there's absolutely an opportunity at all levels. So there's the level clearly of the study abroad options, which are shorter visits, and so on. Those are easier to organize, of course. The curriculum and the QA around these things isn't so constraining. But we do want to go beyond there, because we've already done that to some degree. But there are multiple models I'm hearing here around masters, around undergraduates, and I think the key thing is to choose a small, as you've already done, a small number of areas that we can have some serious discussions on. So obviously we have a very similar team. It's only myself and Giovanni here, but we have a Pro-Vice Chancellor for Education. We have a Pro-Vice Chancellor for International and Global Partnerships as well. So we want to put you in touch with those as part of the team, and we can do that when we go back. I think the research is very exciting. You and I are very familiar with research, and the research is slightly different. It doesn't work by having sometimes a big plan. It's about personal relationships. Or suddenly something happens and there's a spark there. I think what particularly binds us together strongly with research is that Brunel's research, and I've worked in many research universities before, but Brunel is the most applied. In other words, it takes the research to the market, to the outcomes that really can be used. So I think we've got a lot in common there. And I think that's just about making good connections, as well. I think my final comment is just about the broader partnership of thinking about this relationship as a two-way relationship, not a one-way relationship. We have been very privileged at Brunel to welcome large numbers of Indian students onto our campus, and that really is a privilege. They add a huge amount to the vibrancy, the intellectual capability of the campus, and so on. if there's one worry I have for United Kingdom students, is their reluctance sometimes to leave the country and to come abroad. It seems to me that the sort of environment here at Amity would be very, very beneficial for them. Your closeness, as we are in London, your closeness to Delhi and the business and other opportunities is here, and providing them a comfortable environment in which they can feel that they're not afraid to come into, I think would be a really good step forward. I don't understand this reluctance. Every time I get a chance to come to India, I come. I think somewhere long back I must actually be Indian. Actually, I think somewhere, but it's young people nowadays are reluctant to travel in the United Kingdom to some degree. That's not always been the case in the past, and I think it worries me for the future of our country. And if we can provide the opportunity, and I think a colleague said it over here, that a lot of the future for the world in terms of its markets, where things are happening, is actually here. And so it's really, really important that our young people have an opportunity to engage with that. So if you can help us provide a bridge for that, that will be really wonderful for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I think that this spells down the strategy. We will write down this and we'll send to you. And then maybe you can create a small committee, and we will see that how to take it forward. Thank you, Dr. Nupma, for hosting it. Over to you. I think that we have some mementos that you can call.
So I would humbly request the dignitaries to kindly step forward for the felicitation. Okay, right. So the ID team, please. We are deeply honored to felicitate the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Jonathan Wasling of Brunel University, London, United Kingdom. Can we have a show of hands, please? That's a shawl to represent the warm relations that we have with Amity and Brunel. We'll also like to felicitate Ms. Shivani Bhalla, Head of International Student Recruitment, and a very, very dear alumni. Yes. She truly represents once an Amitian, always an Amitian. Thank you so much. Yes, of course. Yes. Thank you. It's been a great afternoon. Thank you all for your presence. Good afternoon and thank you.